Hello, I'm Miss Lucy. I'm a children's librarian here at Willard Library, and I just wanted to introduce to you some of our new learning packs. If you're trying to find a way to keep your child entertained, these are perfect. You just call in, you let us know the theme. We have a couple themes you can choose from, and we'll get you a game and a couple books to go with the game, and it's perfect for kids about 3 to 6. We just want it to be easy, so all you have to do is call in and we'll get it all together for you. Hello, I'm Miss Lucy with the Children's Department, and we're going to be here today reading some of our favorite children's books. This is Susie Hansen.
Hi.
And she'll be reading
Goodnight Moon, one of my favorites.
Don't forget, every week we have a special guest.
Good morning. I'm reading Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown with the pictures by Clement Hurd. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of, let's turn the page and find out, the jumping cow over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. And a little toy house and a young mouse. And a comb, and a brush, and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. There's all his things. There's the kittens. There's the balloon. There's the pictures. Look at all his books. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. He's looking around his room. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Tiny mouse, tiny mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night, the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. And good night to you.
Hello, I'm Miss Lucy here with the Children's Department, and I'm going to be reading you some of my favorite children's books. This is Alan's Big Scary Teeth by Jarvis. Alan came from a long line of very scary alligators. He was known throughout the jungle for his scaring. It was what he did best. Alan would start each day polishing his scales, sharpening his nails, and brushing each of his big, scary teeth for at least 10 minutes at a time. And after practicing his frightening faces in the mirror, he'd sneak into the jungle for his morning of scaring. Alan went snap, snap, and grrr, and he said things like, I'm Big Scary Alan, fear my razor-sharp teeth. He made the frogs leap off their lily pads, and the monkeys tumble from the trees, and the parrots screech in terrible terror. Snap, snap, growl. I love being scary, said Alan. After a long day of scaring all of the jungle animals, Alan would head back home to the swamp, relax, finish a crossword in the Jungle Times, and take out his false teeth. Nobody knew about Alan's false teeth. Good night, teeth. Sweet dreams, my scary snappers, he would say as he put them away carefully in his super secret hiding place. One morning, Barry the Beaver was up early, collecting wood, and he came across snoozing Alan. Terrified that Alan might wake up and gobble him whole, he quickly dived behind a bush. Phew, that was close, thought Barry, just as a set of false teeth fell out of the bush, with a very familiar snap, snap. When Alan awoke, his teeth were gone. My teeth! My teeth! Oh, where are my teeth at? Oh, what could he do? Maybe no one would notice? Could he still be scary without him? He decided to head into the jungle as usual. He made the frogs leap from their lily pads, the monkeys tumble from the trees, and the parrots screech with laughter. Alan just wasn't scary without his teeth. Snap, snap, snap. Oh. Alan slunk back to the swamp. He had never been more embarrassed. He came from a long line of very scary alligators, and scaring was all he'd ever known. What would Alan do now? Poor Alan began to cry, just a bit at first, but then the tears kept coming. He howled and yowled more than all the jungle babies put together, and he could not stop crying until the next morning, when all the animals turned up at Alan's swamp with his big, scary teeth. "We'll give you back your teeth," said Frog. "Really?" said Alan. "On one condition," said Parrot. "You have to stop scaring us." But what will I do? I don't know how to do anything else." "Well, we have an idea," said Frog. And so every day, after polishing his scales, sharpening his nails, and brushing his big scary teeth, Alan headed into the jungle, and he became Alan the gardener, Alan the hairdresser, and Alan the dentist. But every night, he became Alan the big, scary storyteller, thrilling the jungle animals with his terrifying tales. "I love being scary," said Alan. And sometimes he even let Barry borrow his teeth. The end. This is Quit Calling Me a Monster by Jory John and pictures by Bob Shea. Quit calling me a monster. Quit calling me a monster. Just stop it right now this minute. I'm being totally and completely serious. It really hurts my feelings. I'm no monster. Just because I have horns and wild eyes and fangs and crazy hair and clumpy feet and long toenails. Just because I have a huge toothy smile that glows in the dark. Just because I roar and scream and holler and whoop and cackle and howl at the moon and howl at the sun. Just because I hide under the bed or at the back of the closet or behind the shower curtain or in your glove compartment. It really bothers me when you call me a monster without even thinking about it. "There goes a monster!" you explain when I pass by. "Mommy, save me from the monster!" you holler when I'm just trying to get some groceries. "I think there's a monster under my bed," you scream when I'm just trying to sleep. Okay, so maybe I let my claws slip out, and maybe I growl in my sleep, but that's not my fault. You should see you when you sleep. It's all so very annoying. It's not like I ever call you names, do I? I could easily be like, "Look at that little meat snack over there." Or, "Oh, there goes the kid I'm gonna chomp up." But I don't. I don't say anything because I have good manners. You could really learn something from me. Yep, I'm a monster with excellent manners. Oh, I didn't mean monster exactly. I'm not a... Okay. Technically, I'm a monster. I mean, after all, I have horns and fangs and wild eyes. and crazy hair and clumpy feet and long toenails and huge toothy smile that glows in the dark. And my parents are monsters, so it's all kind of obvious, I guess. It's still, I really don't like being called a monster one bit. I mean, how would you like it? You wouldn't, that's how. So quit calling me a monster, everyone. My name is Floyd. Floyd Peterson. Please call me Floyd Peterson from now on. And I won't roar at you like this. Or growl. Or caw. That's the roar of Floyd Peterson. It's not bad, is it? Now, I'm going to bed. Try not to wake me when you clomp in with your silly little feet. No offense. Daddy, I think there's a monster in my closet. Oh, no, that's just Floyd Peterson. Oh, okay. Good night. Oh, much better. The end. Thanks for tuning in this week. Don't forget, every week we have a special guest. And check out our homepage, because we still have our summer reading program that you can sign up for, and we have learning packs just starting this week. Thanks.